Hi there, here I am again. It's Lone Wolf, Wolf Territories Grid. I'm hiding out somewhere quiet because it's all been a bit crazy. So, huge welcome to all our new members. There's a lot of you, and you're coming along and joining in. You're probably wondering why I didn't film this at Welcome, but basically because Welcome is packed out with people. So, I'm having a bit of a. I'm hiding out here quietly to make this video, talk a bit about what's going on. So, first of all, we've had so many new people join us and regions and things, and it's been quite a huge job. I'm quite tired. I would start again, but you know, I'm really tired. Our land area has now exceeded the land area of Antigua, so which is quite a nice place, I suppose. Anyway, back to this. So, what am I going to talk about? So, since the growth of our grid has been very fast in the last few weeks, and this has presented some pretty interesting challenges. So one of the challenges was database latency, because the way max scale was set up was that we've got a 5 node Galera cluster. For those of you who don't know, that's 5 servers that are all copies of each other, live copies of each other with the database. So what that basically means is that if something's written to one of them, it gets written to all 5. And the problem with that, and then when you go to read, it will just randomly pick one of the 5 to read from. And the problem with that is that we haven't had an issue with latency, which caused a little bit of lag. Because database latency ultimately is generally the cause of lag. So I got round this so we've got 30 robust servers, and I'll show you them. So I built this software to monitor the robust servers. There they are. And as you can see, they're all green at the moment. If they fail, so what it does is it actually monitors what's going on the console, and if one of them fails, it'll go red, and the software will automatically restart it. So we always maintain 30 robust servers, and so I think this is quite a cool thing I've built. Kind of like it. Yeah, so that's that. So so basically what happens is the robust servers have to talk to the database, and latency is really important. The speed at which you can get the data into that database is very, very important. And if your database is slow, you get lag. So we haven't had a problem with lag really for ages, and then suddenly all these people came and bought new regions, and some of them are big and some of them have a lot of stuff on which they loaded with an OR file, and this has led to a little bit of lag appearing, and I think we've cracked the lag. I don't know. I've got to do some research on some different regions where we had an issue, but I'm hoping that's finally sorted out. Obviously, with the robust servers, we use what's something called nginx to load balance into the robust servers. I'd like to have multiple nginx servers, but unfortunately, you can't do that, because when you teleport to another grid, if you have multiple nginx servers, they get confused about where to come back to, which is a real shame, because it'd be really good to have like 5 or 6 nginx servers load balancing into the into the into the robust servers. But so at the moment we've got a high availability proximate cluster, so that's cool. Assets, assets, assets. The biggest bane of OpenSim, as any grid owner will tell you, are assets, especially a grid like this where we've got about 7.5 million, and if your assets break, you're in trouble. So what we have now is we're using iDrive E2 and Hetzner at the moment, but we have just got our own object storage server in, and we store all our assets in this thing called object storage, which isn't the same as a normal file system. It's managed differently, and so when you build something or make something or res something, it's written out to 2 asset servers right now, but it will be 3, using some very clever caching. So it gets written out to 3 asset servers, and then when you try and res something, it will go. It does what we call fastest first. So basically, it'll find that object on one of those asset servers, whichever's running 5. But obviously, that means that if one of the asset servers goes offline, we've still got 2 running that are okay. It's taken a bit of setting up and fiddling to make it work. Our own object storage on the cluster is I configured it last night. It was really funny. I finished about 2 in the morning, it's one of those things that you do each step, like you build the server and the drives and etc. And and then and you get to sort of 10 o'clock and you think, oh, it's 10 o'clock at night, I think I'm going to call it a day. But then you think, oh, I'll just do this, I'll just do that, and then lo and behold, you've sorted it out. Had a few interesting network issues doing that. I know this is all boring technical stuff. So the other thing is that I think that was about all I had to say on that. I'm going to, at the community meeting next Sunday, I'll do a bit more of a presentation, which is a bit more easy to see. Talk a bit about the website. Made loads of changes to the website. So this is actually, you can create an avatar, create regions or anything like that. If you're logged in like I am, you get access to our control panel, and new people are logging in and accessing our control panel. There it is. So it has lots and lots of different options. Now there's some new options I want to talk about. Reset login. There's this weird issue, and it happens that you get invalid login response. And we found that if you click that button, it'll remove. Oh, actually, I can do it because it doesn't. Yeah, it'll reset your login, and it will remove a record from a database, and that clears it. And I don't know why, but it does, and it works. So that's quite interesting. So as I'm streaming, so that's that. Jimmy Olsen's online. So so there's quite a lot to do. There was lots of things going on the grid. If you visit Welcome, I suppose we could zip to Welcome, couldn't we? Should we zip? I suppose I could risk it. The only reason I'm saying that is because it's so busy. Of course, because I'm there you go. Because I'm streaming, everything runs a little bit slower. So Welcome is a pretty busy place right now. You can see that we've got quite a few people hanging around, and we have offices here. So anyone who buys a region can have an office, or they can get a place in the. We've got some showrooms. We've got some mall things, but you get with a region, you get a free office or mall or showroom or whatever. And I'm just walking around, and nobody's noticed that I'm talking. I don't think. They're all over there having a little dance. Bless them. So this is just such a beautiful thing. I did have a little bit of an accident. Lone used southerner, Chopsy, really. I did have a little bit of an accident yesterday when I rezzed what I thought was a cupcake, but it turned out to be a big space city. And I rezzed it right here in Welcome, but I managed to remove it, thankfully, which was quite good because half the things were called objects. So, that was quite good fun. Anyway, so if you're interested in the grid and finding out more, just go to www.wolf-grid.com, and you can get a free account. You can download a viewer, get connected, come in, have a little look around, see if you like it. If you read to region, we've got quite a big map. Click. As you can see. So the dark blue is actually. We've got a bit of an issue with some of this. I've got to clean this map up actually. So the dark blue is actually all Wolf Territories grid and all the islands and things like that. So you can technically sail from the bottom here at Chad's Incredible Nautilus Islands right up to the top here to City of Serenity, of course it is. Or right over here you can go over to Breathe Resort, Blindside Motors. There's loads of places here. See what I mean about how big it is? This is really, so I'm actually, let's see, where am I? That's Luxor. You've got to go and see that. It's really cool. I'm here somewhere. Where's Welcome gone? Oh, there it is. Yeah. So I'm actually here. Oh, I've just clicked on it. I do this all the time. Anyway, so www.wolf-grid.com. I've no idea where I've landed. I've landed at the community hub in a nice sort of forest scene. I don't know what I'm doing here. Please do come and see us. Come and say hello. I'm normally hanging around Welcome. If I'm not there, it's basically because I'm busy. And as you can see from all these items up here, it does get pretty crazy these days. It really does get quite crazy. So anyway, I'm going to leave you here in this forest. Have a really, really good day. And if you're interested in the region or you need some help, you can land at Welcome. There'll be people there, either me or we've got a bunch of peacekeepers who are trained Some of them are not trained yet, but they will be trained to deal with any inquiries you have. And I hope you have a really good day. Hope you really enjoy the grid. Thanks very much. Bye bye. I can't remember how to stop this. Oh, here we go.